Hi, I'm Warren Sprouse. You're on the Bible Forum. I want to talk to you a little bit about millennials leaving the church. We see that all the time. The statistics are out there that millennials don't really want a lot to do with church. That over the last 10 or 15 years, there's been this real push for contemporary worship and all the rest of it. And we've been hard pressed, some of us older guys, looking at the flow of things, say, where did this come from? What's going on? Well, there's a campus pastor at the University of Toledo. His name is Peter Burfind or Borfind, Burfeind. He wears I got a picture of it. He wears a backward collar, and he speaks of baptism and catechesis as the twin tasks that Jesus gave the church in terms of making disciples. So I'm guessing he's not a Baptist. He's the author of a book entitled Gnostic America, a reading of contemporary American culture and religion according to Christianity's oldest heresy. He blogs at a website called GnosticAmerica.com. And he makes an interesting point. He maintains that the glitzy marketing of Daily Vacation Bible School over the last 20 years or so has actually driven millennials away from the church. How, you ask? Well, by luring children with zany themes that clone pop culture, and as he says, sneaking in the most minimalistic of teachings on Jesus, if you're lucky, or of God, generically understood. End of quote. I think he's got a point. Look at the way the so-called church is acting today. How do we do church in the contemporary and the charismatic circles? We're singing a lot of God songs and catchy tunes, lyrics, using all sorts of props and offering coffee while you worship. Look at the average contemporary church website. When a sermon series is announced, it's really being advertised, and in a way that would rival Madison Avenue. Got lighting, sights, sounds, even smoke on occasion. These are regular fare in the more popular churches. I shared with you last year the London branch of Australians' Hillsong Church, showing you video of how they put on their Christmas program, modeling it after a popular secular storyline set in a 1920s speakeasy. People sitting around at tables drinking, and I'm sure it wasn't any spirited liquors, but looking for all the world like they're in a speakeasy and they're drinking whatever it is they do, singing their songs and having dancing girls and guys come in and do a routine, girls in skimpy outfits, flailing their legs about like a burlesque show in church. Think about the titles of some of the lessons you've taught in Vacation Bible School, or lessons maybe that were taught to you. This campus pastor references some of those from the last several years. Getting s'more of Jesus, play on the words, not some more, but s'mores, you eat s'mores. Galactic starveyors, super saints, this summer be super, and a lot of other stuff with lots of color, psychedelic scenes, clever artwork and music to go with it, and all of the different crafts and different things all around that theme. Well, when you put a program like that together, bring it to your church, set it up, what is it the child hears? Does a child hear the gospel? Or does he just hear the clever songs and the the neat art projects and the games? Is Vacation Bible School a learning experience or an activity experience? Is it supposed to be an experience in that sense at all? Is your Vacation Bible School tuned to the spiritual, or is it tuned to the sensual? Keep them happy, busy, do some colors. Oh yeah, mommy, look what I got. And then what's the lasting impression? Well, the lasting impression is church is dull. But Vacation Bible School, that's fun. And if you don't give me more than sober songs and serious theological principles and challenges, I'm not coming. In conclusion, Burfine says, based on the evidence, millennials figured out how to nibble at the bait and leave the hook there. I think he's got a point. Look at the contemporary church. It's pretty much all glitz, no substance. The energy levels are high. The people are all dressed casually. The songs are easy to sing even if you've never heard them before. The words are conveniently provided on a jumbotron. You don't have to have a book, a song sheet to keep track or to keep from destroying. Don't take it home. And the concepts discussed are easy for any child to understand. So the question is, over time, what would you learn from all this? Well, you would learn that Christianity is about having a good time, all the while staying on the right side of God. Except, that really isn't it. And therein lies the rub. If church is no different than VBS or a rock concert, then why bother? When something is too easy or too generic, it loses its appeal quickly. Besides, worship is a heart thing. Worship is a spirit thing. It's not a physical thing. You could be paralyzed from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, and you can worship God. You don't have to dance. You don't have to throw your arms up. You don't have to squeal. You don't have to fall out and swoon. If my heart is right, if my spirit is alive unto God, if my soul is oriented toward God and the Holy Spirit of God indwells me, it doesn't matter where I am. I can worship God. But if I don't have any of those, again, it doesn't matter where I am or how I do it. I'm not worshiping God. In entertaining children with glamorous artwork and glitzy technology, we have conditioned them to expect that when going to church. Offer them the real thing, and they'll turn their nose up. And the enemy of their soul will win again.